So we scoped out the base was closer from this side. So can we go F claim? We can. F claim. We overclaimed it. Bang in the middle. F claim. We overclaimed D-ranged. We don't even have to raid it with Wither. What is up, legends? Welcome back to episode 2 of InsanityCraft Factions Map 46. You've got yourself Stumps and Nebs in the trees here out in Warzone. We're just messing about, chilling about, if you will. I hope you guys well. I hope you guys are safe and ready for today's episode. Got a little bit to show you, a little bit to do, and hopefully a raid for you guys if it hasn't been raided already. Okay, we found a faction called Peace. Luckily with Deathstalker, you can fly in the wilderness, which is a little overpowered, but I guess this is OP factions with that. We're going to get to that. We'll go back this way. Going to go back to that base and see if there's anything worth hitting. If it's not raided, the chances are it probably is. Every base that we find, it is raided. So yeah, we found a few. They're all hit, like I said earlier. And not many bases out here. The server seems to be less active this map. Not too sure as to why. I think they've just claimed the village, to be honest, guys. It might not even be a base. Looks like it might just be the village. Can confirm that it is indeed just the village. Went down to Rome, checked down underneath. I don't think there's anything up there. It is only two-man faction, and doesn't look like there's anything here. So we're gonna move on now and try to find an actual base, but that takes hours to even find and stumble across one. I'll be honest with you. So here I go, and I'll see you guys once we find something that's potential. Could be a raid, might be something that's already claimed. What is this? This is another claim. It's Knowles right outside of that. How did I not see that? SR Animations YouTube's base. Please don't raid. Oh, somebody beat me to it. But that was close to the other one. How did I not see that in the map? Alrighty, guys. So we've got a little tiny raid. Nothing spectacular, but to be fair, every raid that I've saved or tried to find, it's already been raided. So I found a base. It's relatively new. There's a couple of spawners inside. We're going to hit it. So let's go do that. So we are hitting DCU. As you guys can see, F show DCU. I don't even think they have... No, there's no shield. Only one player. Nothing too spectacular. We're going to go to F roam real quick so we can go roam this out again. But together, roaming is really slow. This is the issue. So let me just take a second to get down here. And we're coming to this baby raid, like I said. So it's just a tiny little, not even really much defense, but there is 4 creeper spawners and 2 little zombie spawners right inside the claim. So we're going to go hit that. We can probably just dig all the way down and then creeper egg that wall just there because it's not obsidian. And then we can just quickly creeper egg the spawners and then we're out of here. Only a couple of spawners, nothing too crazy. There's only a couple of spawners taking you to the store real quick. Creeper spawners are only valued at $1 million, which isn't too bad. It's the 3rd most valuable spawner you can buy. There's 4 of them, so there's $4 million raid. Nothing too crazy, but it is something that we've found. And I thought, well, if we don't hit it, somebody else will. So let's go do a quick raid. A baby raid, if you will. So we're just going to dig all the way down real quick. Block that off. Let's just do this. Okay, so we're down to the bottom. So I went a little too crazy with the Rizzler pickaxe, and I was just mining as you do, all the way down to Bedrock, not realizing I already cut into the base, saving me time. All I have to do is creeper egg these guys. Pretty cool. Let's get some different perspective real quick. I think I've got the creeper eggs. We'll just use regular ones. I think only one would probably work, but we'll just grab a couple just to be safe. And what did we grab? We got all 4 creeper spawners and 2 of the zombie spawners. Beautiful. That is fantastic and done. That was like I don't even know, a couple minutes. That wasn't even worth it. I'm going to go out and find some more raids. Don't worry about that, but that's all I've got for this very second until I find some more. All the bases that I've found, everything that I set homes at, ready to raid with you guys. Yeah, they all got raided as I was sleeping. So I set homes there, found some bases yesterday, And yeah, they got raided. I want to give you our strategy real quick. So we can fly and we can search the wilderness, which is great. We got the F map rolling every time we go into a new chunk. It refreshes. We also go on with the /nearby every so often. Try not to spam it, of course, but as we travel on, we try to search. Hopefully we get, nearby a player and it says, who's nearby. We can try to navigate with that and find our way closer to an unclaimed base, which would be exciting. And we could probably sneak up on them, do like an invis raid or something. That'll be cool. But in terms of faction bases, everything that I find, every single claim, it's either been raided or it's a new established base and there's nothing to it. We've got 3 claims of bloodlust. Let's go check this out while we've got the camera rolling. Let's go check it out. Over this way. Probably just claimed the ship. I think they did. Who's in this faction? F-show bloodlust. There's only one person. 3 claims. Rightio. I'm going to assume they've claimed the ship. And we're going to search down just real quick. Somebody has already mined down. There's nothing down here. You can see this. There's no base, nothing around here. They've just claimed the ship. That is just something, isn't it? And that's pretty much my search, guys. That's pretty much how it's been going for me. So, searching little claims, even big ones. I go to the corners. They're almost impossible for me to raid by myself because corner claims with active factions, especially like the big ones, they've got members in their bases constantly. And I've also got an alliance with a few factions, so I'm trying not to raid them. So it's pretty much whoever's left, if that makes sense. And we're like a week or 2 into the new map. And yeah, every base that existed is pretty much gone. There's another claim right here. So let's go check this one out. I've just wasted my roam, so now I have to wait for that to refresh. But I'll still scope out the area. It doesn't look like there's... Oh, hang on. What's this here? It is. Takes me down to what appears to be a raided base. Yeah, this would have to be raided for this to all be here, for sure. Well, this is something. Just out in the wild. And we found Jimbo's trap, as you guys can see real quick. So let's go Right, let's show you this. Little obsidian trap, not a base. And they were both inside. There was 2 players just here. So there's one just sitting here right now. And I TP'd Sizzler here, and I'm not too sure what his intentions are, to be honest. Rightio, I come in peace. I'm gonna just play this out, let this see how it goes. Well, one thing led to another, and Sizzler TP'd his friend, who TP'd his friend, who TP'd his friend, and they got a wither, and they destroyed the whole trap. So yeah, that is something. That was very loud. It took some time. I think they killed the players that were there. Not too sure. But, yeah, that is something. Now, no more trap. That was my bad. I'll admit that. That was my bad. I shouldn't have said anything. But, yeah. Sorry, guys. Alrighty, my friends. So we found some claims. BTA, got another claim over here and one over here. That is the good news. The bad news is I've actually searched all of them and they're all raided. Like the last 25 bases that I have found. I found various different claims. I haven't found any unclaimed bases yet, although they are hard to find. With that, it's been then a few days now. So how do I bring this to light? I kind of want to just update you, bring this to light, give you guys some perspective on this. I started recording yesterday morning, and it is now the following day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've only got that one little raid that you've seen so far. So we've just been searching and searching and searching, and we haven't really found anything, and everything that we do find, again, is all raided. But I've got something up my sleeve. So I have heard back from a player. Shout out to you, Cyberlink. You guys remember this player from episode 1? We were at spawn there, and Cyberlink dropped us some nice items. With that, also given us some coordinations to a base that they found, and said that it's very well and probably almost, or if not, overclaimable. So that means we might be able to go find it. If it's overclaimable, we can go claim some chunks and get into that base if we can, or get closer to the core if there is one. All I know is it's on the border, and we've got a base that is a potential raid. That's all I have so far. So I'm holding out hope. Let's go check it out. And that base is literally right where he said it was. Gave me the exact coordinates and all. It's called D-ranged Mafia. Interesting. Let's show F-show D-ranged Mafia. What do they got? So they've got 81 claims and 80 power. Oh, 75 power. Their max power is 80, but they've only got 75. They've died a few times. So let's scope this out. Let's get as close as we can, and we might be able to claim a little bit of it. We'll see how we go. Go into F-Rome real quick. Let's have a bit of a scope out. It looks to be like we've got a few people that have already come down and raided it, but my friend did say that it's been raided, but they've like patched it in a sense, so there's still some stuff here at the base. That looks like been destroyed pretty well though, so let's just see. Oh, hang on. They've made some very bodgy patching, if you will. Okay, so we've got some chests. Promising, could have some stuff in them. Maybe. It's really, whoa, you guys seen this? What a messy base. Let me just clear that. So we've got some, what have we got here? Got a couple Vindicators. There's 3 Vindicators. There's 1 of the Stray Spawners. Pig Spawner as well. Got 3 Vindicators. That's pretty good. They've got 1 of the Stray Spawners. Not too bad also. And then they've got a Pig Spawner. So there's a couple Spawners down there. A couple of chests. Let's go down there to spawn a wither. Let's make a mess and try to have some fun. And we're in wilderness right here. So we're just going to just drop down real quick. Get into that claim land as close as we can. So we scoped that out, the base was closer from this side, so can we go F-claim? We can. Let's go to the next chunk. F-claim. We overclaimed it. Amazing. Going into the next chunk, if we can. Bang in the middle. F-claim. We overclaimed D-ramp. We don't even have to raid it with Wither. Alrighty guys, so we've claimed a couple chunks. That's fantastic. So we've overclaimed all 4 of these ones so far, which is really good. And that's practically the right center of where we are. So let's just mine into here real quick. We have a silk touch pickaxe. We got a fortune. That's fine. We can get into these without blowing them up. Anything worth taking? Oh, we got some warlord stuff. Yo, let's go. Warlord. Okay, that's not too bad. Better than conqueror. So we'll take that. We could give that away or PvP with it, or probably just give it away. Being that we're Deathstalker now. We have to, can we claim this one as well? We can. We just overclaimed a whole base. This is the first time I've overclaimed a raid. TNT, don't really want it. And we don't need it. There's not a lot of good stuff in here. I think that Warlord kit was probably the best thing. So we'll go into P4. Let's just dump all this stuff that we got from the raid so far. So remember that we got those spawners from that little tiny baby raid. And now we're here. So now I'm just going to map out where I am. And we should be able to just mine away. I just made another claim again. So we've got here, we've overclaimed another chunk, which is great. It's just the one closer towards the spawners, which I think is what the spawners are in. Just to be safe and making sure that we get that. Alrighty, and we are in. So we've got the 3 Vindicators, the 1 Stray Spawner, and the 1 Pig Spawner. Now, I believe there's a cost. It's like 1/10 of the overall value. Oh, there isn't a cost yet. I thought there was going to be. Maybe it's coming into play. There's going to be a cost on mining spawners that are in your claim land. But that was easy. Really easy. So what do we got? 3 Vindicators. 1 Stray Spawner. These are worth 300 mil, by the way, guys. So this is over $300 million raid. Real easy, real quick, and all you had to do was overclaim it. So, not bad. 300, and you got they're 5 mil each. And then Pig Spawn as well. They're not worth that much as well. But I believe that's the whole base. I just got to make sure and double check that it is. But going off F-Rome, what we saw earlier, that was the whole base. So we're just scoping everything out now. That was the chests. Was a little spawner room. We got those. You saw that. Little chest room. We hit that. And then I believe this other side of the base is previous part, which is now gone. Been raided. And they just left it. With that, guys, we're all going to move on now. Well, that was something. That was easy. Just had to unclaim. And now we're back at home. So let's go to our raid PV, if you will. So far, so good. So 3 Vindicators, 9 pigs, 1 stray, 2 zombies, 4 creepers. Not bad at all. But that was over a $300 million raid. Just to clarify that, because that's how much the stray spawners are valued at. Which is pretty cool. And before we move on to the next scene, I would like to take a quick moment to say thank you very much. And a massive shout out to Cyberlink for giving us the coordinates to that base. And then he also told me, he's like, look, it's overclaimable. They've got a few claims you can claim over. He could have raided it himself, taken the stray spawn of the Vindicators, and off he went. But no, he saved it for Stumps, gave me the coordinates, and then he like logged off and went to bed. So that's a massive W, a massive thank you. You are a legend, and much love to you, my friend. Thanks again. Right, so I've just been talking to Dubs, and just to clarifying a few things. So let's just go to F bank balance. I had over 100 million here, right? When I mined those spawners, it actually did take some money from the faction's value, right, from the faction's bank, not my own, which is a good thing. Comes out of the faction, not my own. But I didn't realize that, so I wanted to bring that to light to some of you, those who are watching the series, those who are new to factions, those who might join. That could be crucial information. When you mine spawners, guys, if they're in claim land, it will cost 1/10 of the price. However, if you just do what I didn't do, simply just unclaim the land that you're in and then mine them away, which is one way to do it. I should have just unclaimed that land of that faction when I was raiding and then just mined them. But yeah, you live and you learn, right? I make mistakes and you live and you learn. Alrighty, so I've been talking to another player, Snail. He goes by Snail and me, actually. He's a Crusader rank, and we're kind of become friends, if not acquaintances. So it's been pretty good, pretty civil relationship there. And he's raiding someone, and I said to him, "Do you want a hand?" And he goes, "I wouldn't mind." So this could be promising for him, I, and for you guys. So let's see how this goes. Not too sure what we're dealing with here. He said he's raiding, and he doesn't know. Oh, this looks promising. Oh, whoops, you can have those. This looks really promising. Wow. This is an actual base. Dude. So we're just going into F Rome real quick to kind of suss out the building. Base. Inside the core. Doesn't appear that there's... This is all filled with water, so nothing in this one. It goes down. Okay, so they got a spawner room, which goes down to, there's 4 chests, which I can't imagine is going to have much in them. Maybe a couple of kits, that's about all. Then the base splits off, and I think that's all that we've got. A lot of defenses though. There's like nothing inside the base. Yeah, literally. They've got villages in the corners, that's so strange. Right against the wall. Rightio. Must be tight for enchants, but with all that, that is... the whole base, a lot of defenses, but there's nothing here to really raid. I don't even think it's going to be worth it. We'll try though. We'll see how we go. Yeah, for real, for real. Hit the ground. So that is something. We'll just head down here. He's got the pickaxe going. And we'll be at the bottom before you know it. And then we can simply start with withering and get through all of that soul sand, get closer to the base, and then once we get... You'll see. You'll see. I'm not going to... I don't even know why I'm explaining it all to you guys. I don't know why. I like to commentate everything that we do, everything that we're doing. And we'll just get this perspective. We've got Snail and me and Stumps. I don't know if he has skulls, but I can certainly give him some if he needs some. Oh, he looks like he's got some. Alright, sweet. This is going to be fun. So we get into the sand wall. This will take a few seconds to get through, so we're just going to kind of rinse and repeat until this wither knocks out that wall. I could try to push it through at the same time as it's falling. I think that works. Okay, so we've got him through the wall, we've got him through the first little blocks. I just got to get him to get down at my level. Alright, I think I've got it now. We finally got through the first wall. Just pushing him, trying to keep it low. Trying to keep it low, didn't take long, and we're through the first layer. Let's go, Stump, let's go. Push, mate, push. I gotta push you, I think, this way. A little bit more towards the middle. There we go. Come on, buddy. There we go. We keep moving. We're almost at the wall, at the core. Now we're going to try to get this guy to raise. And once we get him up against that wall of the obsidian, it's going to cause a bit of damage to him. And it should all be good from there. Alright, we got into the wall. Well, he beat us to it. Anything? I blew up chests, nothing. I expected that, to be honest. I expected that. But to be fair, guys, we raided the base. We got through all those defenses. I think I'm still rolling, so I'll probably get some clips of that. And you'll see all of that as well, which is pretty fun. We learned how to wither raid. That took a bit of time. So that is, I guess, an official raid. Although we didn't get anything at all. Just a couple of literally empty chests. But I did have fun. I think we could just go into F-Rome real quick to show you guys. I did have fun with this. So we did cause a bit of damage. And we just had a bit of fun. So now I've just got the wither at the top. The rest of this base, I believe, there's nothing to it. We scoped it out before we started. So yeah, there's just the spawner room. And the bottom part, that was the rest of it. This is all filled with water. Nothing in here. And then you've got the roof, which is soul sand. And then we've got a little tiny box, if you will, which the only thing in here is a beacon. A beacon and diamond blocks. That's it. It's not even worth getting into, if you will. But that is a little raid. Little raid. I guess we're just hitting every base that we can that is not raided already. It caused a bit of damage, not too bad. We're still learning how to wither raid though, so I'll be honest with that. But we got the general concept. We got it down to the bottom there. Destroyed the first wall, sand wall, and then destroyed all that soul sand, getting us to the core. Good stuff. I had fun, even though I didn't get anything. That is usually the case though. You do raid some bases, you get all the way inside, and there's nothing in them because everyone has PV up to PV10. So all their good gear is inside the PVs and ender chests, which makes sense. I think there should be a limit on the PVs though, so that way it increases the chances of finding loot in bases. But yeah, with all that, that is that. And we got TG2 with us. Welcome, welcome. Snell and me. Hello. Alrighty, so I am at Lol's base. Let's go F map. Right, Lol's base. Their shield just dropped just 4 minutes ago. Right, so for those who don't know, let's just go F show Lol. They've got their shield here. So you've got their time frame, 8 in the morning BST, which is 5 PM my time, Australian time. And so now we can actually raid because their explosions are now enabled. We can cause damage in their claim because there's no shield anymore. So let's get this going real quick. And we'll get the perspective of the flashback. And let's go make a mess and make a little hole. And that should be all we need to get into here, right? Yeah, that's it. We're just gonna put some creeper eggs into here, or I could get the wither into here. Maybe we'll just get the wither into here. That might be easier. And I can push it inside, if you will. There we go. And I just gotta get it to blow up those chests. There's nothing in them, is there? Yeah, there's nothing in them. It was like rubbish. Oh my, it's got base chords in it, that's all. So we managed to escape the wither. Got that book, base chords. Oh my gosh. So you got negative 3,000, it's in Shadow Vale apparently. But you've got negative 3,130 and then 8,500. You can't even get to that coordinates. Alrighty, so we got rid of that wither, which is good. And now it is time to move on to our next raid. So we just deleted the home for this one. Home lol, that was gone. Now the shield is dropped. We thought it would come here and hit it. We've got one more base to hit that the shield dropped at the same time. Their faction is called Mace. So let's go to their base. I don't think there's much inside their base either. All these bases on this server are very tiny, very small. So let's go F Rome. We've got a little base here. Yeah, it's been hit already, but it looks like he's patched it up. And I don't know if there's anything in those chests, probably not, but we might be lucky. There could be a kit or something in there as well. Who knows? There's no spawners. So I guess it's another baby raid at that. So we'll go F Rome exit real quick. Let's set this up. I've got some stuff already on me, so let's get this little TNT cannon set up just so that way I can make a little hole here real quick. And trigger that and shoot that off. Amazing. Repeat that process a couple of times. Should be almost there, guys. Alright, working perfectly now. Should be the last shot. We could probably creeper egg that. And then we can just end the pearl in real quick. Alrighty. Simple as that. Nothing too crazy. You guys saw the base already. Let me just heal up and pop this down and see if there's anything in those chests. It's rubbish. Literally rubbish. It's nothing good at all. It's the... Oh my gosh. What a waste of time that was. Like all the other bases that we have found. Every base, every raid. Literally every raid. Nothing was worth it except for that little one with the stray spawner and the vindicators. Everything else is practically worthless. But at least we're already trying. We're raiding every base that we find. So that's something. Alrighty, my friends. I have given up on searching for bases to raid. We're going to give that a rest and do some of that in the next episode or the following one. So on and so forth. I've got a few plans to do for this episode to finish it off. So we're at home base, right? You guys remember this one from episode 1. We've got another one though. We've got 2 unclaimed little tiny bases, if you will. They're just to get us situated, get us sorted, make potions here. I want to extend this one, make it a bit bigger so I could put some, you know, some cool stuff in here, like some sniffers. I've got a bunch of sniffer eggs, so I'm going to put some sniffers in here, I think. Keep it in an unclaimed base. And we might even put some spawners in here or something. Who knows what we're going to do with it. But we've got a couple of unclaimed bases, right? We can work with them, make it bigger if you will. We've also got the faction base that we overclaimed last episode. So that was a free base, which is a W for me. Moral of the story is I've got 3 bases and we're about 5 to 6 days into playing on this map. Since we started anyway. So that's pretty good. The map's like halfway through, I believe, by now. We're about 6 days in from since we started. And we've got a couple of bases still ongoing, so touch wood we don't lose those. But if we do, that is fine. Just wanted to quickly update you on that. So we've given up on looking for bases. We're going to go to spawn real quick, then do some key crates, and then we can again end this episode. Alrighty, the final act of the episode. We've got 15 keys of the vote, 4 of the lucky crates, so we'll get through those to end the episode off. Hopefully we get a good run with that. I do apologize if this is a longer episode than normal. I do have a lot of clips to cut, a lot of clips that won't get put into this episode, some that we'll see how we go, but I hope you guys enjoyed so far. So we might do a couple real quick like this, and then I'll just do the rest in one go. We've got flight abilities. We don't need those for ourselves because we're Deathstalker, but we can give them away or sell them. Flight abilities again. We might just go through the prizes. The only thing that I want, again, random key or a collector minion. That would be great. Last time it was EMP, so let's just go all 13 at once. Did we get one? We did. No, we got rubbish. To get rid of the vote sword. Night kits, 2 of those, a couple of flies, and the rest are all potions. Let's go to the lucky keys. Got 4 to go through. We'll do them one by one. See how we go. I should have gone through the items with you. I always forget to do that. Fishing parts. Disgusting. How could you even do that to me? So, what have we got here? Random key. We want one of those. Max enchant. Don't want that. Wouldn't mind a wither skull. We could use those. Fishing parts. No. Mission skip. No. Inquisitor kit. I'll give that away. And everything else is no good. So, let's just get through these real quick. Max enchant. No good. Fishing parts again. And for the final key, what do we have? Sell one. That's different. We don't have one of those, so we can take that. Well, that wasn't the greatest run. You guys saw that. Going to go to PV3. Pop the sell one in with our valuable stuff that we have here. You guys can get a bit of a glimpse on what we've got here. So we've got a few things going along already. Only episode 2, nothing too crazy. Got a bunch of creeper eggs. Bunch of keys here. These are for the next episode and potential future live streams. So I've got an epic crate key, creature crate key, lucky crates, 3 more of those, and 14 more vote keys to go. So we've got plenty here to do in the next episode and future ones. Taking you to PV1. Just going to throw these into here real quick. The Ep.2 book. Don't want that. And then we'll take all this to PV10. Putting the flies in there. So we've got 8 of those. Got a bunch of kits now, guys. And then these are all the spawners we've been gathering through. Well, that's in the nether. We've got those in the nether. Everything else is from crates. PV4. This is what we got today. So we got a full warlord kit, if you will. Not bad. And then we got a couple of spawners. So 9 pig spawners, 3 vindicators, the 1 stray spawner. Again, 300 million for that one. And then 2 zombies and a couple of creepers. Nothing too crazy. Couple little bases. A lot of them were small. We had fun though. Kind of. Well, I did. I hope that you did as well. And with that, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go get ready to go to bed because it's getting late. It's getting really late and I got to wake up tomorrow and record episode 3. Hopefully record a tutorial and get started on a StumpsCraft episode as well. Plenty to do, and again, not enough time to do it. With all that, I hope that every single one of you watching this video, if you've watched all the way to the end, the last few seconds, you are the OGs, you are the real StumpsMC supporters, and I appreciate every single one of you. So thank you, much love, take care, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one. And you can have that too. Much love, see you guys soon. Look at this guy. We got hello. That's funny. We got Snail and me just chilling out there, just hiding. You saw that, right? That was, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I love this server and I love the players on it. So with all that, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you guys in the next one.